Happy Valentine's Day! And you can consider this video a valogram to all of you out there. Valentine's Day, that day where you give your love and affection to that special someone. And my special someone is beer. No, but it's actually Mary.
Me too. It's me.
But seriously, today we have, as you can see, not one, not two, but 6 bottles of Jam the Radar from Bottle Logic. This is
wild.
Yeah, it's crazy. We've reviewed a lot of beers before. Our Fundamental Coordinate series finally came out. We reviewed a lot of beers in there. But that took us 3 sessions. We're doing this in 1. Now, Mary, we have 2017, 2018, 2020, 2021, 22, and this year, 23.
Fuck you, 2019.
Couldn't find it.
Who needs it?
Who needs it? First off, let's talk about the earliest bottle, 2017. This was, it's called a level 2, so it's Dark Star November, aged with raspberries. Imperial Stout, aged in bourbon barrels, and finished with cacao nibs and raspberries.
So was this the first year that they didn't do this? This isn't the first year that they did it, right?
No, I don't believe 2017 is the first year.
When did they start? They started in 2016?
2013.
Oh, okay.
Enter level 2 clearance. At last we meet for the first time for the last time. This sci-fi spoof on our Dark Star November Imperial Stout is finished with rich cacao nibs and a juicy combination of black and red raspberries. This decadent dessert beer drinks like the liquid form of its chocolate truffle inspiration and transmission.
What's a black raspberry?
It's a raspberry that's black.
Oh.
It's not a blackberry. Black raspberries are different than
Oh, we looked this up before, huh?
Yeah. I'm not going to go and read all the food pairings for all of them because they're different every single year. What has changed is the label. The label back then was kind of like a plain, white with pink label and then gold. And then eventually they added a little bit of shine to it. As you can see here, it's kind of shiny, foiling. I like that version. And then they went to this kind of matte silver look, which I'm not a super fan of.
You don't like mattes, huh?
I like it with some things, but not with this. And then they just went wild the last 2 years and have gone all foil with black. Hard to say. My favorite, I think it's because it's my first one that I ever bought, was this. The 2020, the foil with the white.
Yeah.
But this new thing they've been doing is very sleek, very cool looking.
Yeah, I like their labels. I know that you missed the alcoholmeter and the...
Yeah, I do.
But they all look super cool.
And as we said in our Ghost Proton review, which just came out before this video is going to air, the viscometer does give you more information. Because you can put the alcohol on there, and then the viscometer tells you the viscosity of the beer.
I don't like the viscometer.
Okay, well, there you have it. That being said, Mary, which is your favorite label out of them all?
I think I like the first one.
The very original?
Yeah.
Why? Gold?
I love gold. No, I'm just kidding. I know it's pretty much the same. It is the same. I guess I like both of these then. I don't know why I like it. I just like it better.
There's something very down to earth about it. I like that as well. I like the old, the type they put on there. Mm-hmm. Now it's very, blocky. But, yeah. So you like this one. I'm probably going to have to go with this. I like a little bit of shiny on there. Mm-hmm. But you can't go wrong with the original. You've had this beer before. Raspberry.
Mm-hmm.
Are you sick of it?
I'm not sick of it, but I don't think I like it as much as you do.
Yeah, this is one of my favorite beers all time from Bottle Logic. When I first had the 2020 straight out of the keg, it was so good. Now, over time, raspberry is going to diminish. So we'll see if that holds true for every single one of these older beers. And then have this one that's fresh, just came out as the filming of this video. So I am pretty excited. Well, Mary, there's only one thing left to do. We gotta stop talking about it and get to drinking about it. Alright, we're back. We're excited. I've opened up every single bottle, poured it. We have one taster per. We're going to rate them as we go. Smell, taste, And then at the very end, our ratings will tell us which one our favorite was.
And our least favorite.
Yeah. So Mary, go ahead and give 2017 a sniff. This is now a 5-year-old beer. 5 years. Now for big stouts like this, I know Bourbon County says about 5 years is probably the max they like to age their stout. So what are you getting there on the nose?
Like cough syrupy, raspberry.
Oh wow, there's a lot of raspberry still here.
Yeah. Maybe it's just because there's the alcohol in there, about like 14%ish. But it's very cough syrupy to me, but
very syrupy.
Yeah.
I think I wouldn't say cough syrup because it doesn't make me think of my childhood and want to throw up, but it does smell a lot more syrupy than I'm used to with this.
yeah. I feel like it's gonna be sticky.
Possibly. I mean, a lot of these pastry stouts are sticky.
Ugh.
Well, we'll see. Let's see how it tastes.
Ugh.
I'm so excited. This is crazy.
Wow. Lots of alcohol in there.
Oh wow, and for you to say that, that's something.
It's very raspberry and very alcohol-y. I don't know, actually. I think it's around like a 14%-ish. Like, maybe a little bit.
Well, you know, Bottle Logic, they go to...
2 decimal places?
Looks they do now. Back here, it looks like they only went to 1.
Okay, 14 then, I don't know. Oh,
This-
only 1 decimal place or
Yeah,
no decimal
1
place?
decimal place.
14.1.
13.8 for 2017.
I can't. I lost it. I've
I
lost
agree with you. This one does have a lot of raspberry still.
Mhm.
Not a lot of chocolate from what I got in the first sip. Alcohol, it's there. It lets you know, but I don't get a ton of
I'm
it.
into it. Raspberry.
Oh,
Yeah.
her face got me. I'm confused. Raspberry and are you not enjoying this right now?
I think the reason that I think I said that I don't think that I like this beer as much as you do is because I'm tasting the alcohol and I'm tasting the raspberry and I'm thinking of cough syrup. And it's not cough syrupy.
It's not really. The raspberry is different than other raspberry that I've had in Jam the Radar, which maybe we'll get to here in one of these years.
I think it's the same. I think it's all
think
the
so?
same.
You think it's just that it's sat for 5 years?
No, I think that
I get a little oakiness.
the Jam the Raiders that I've had all taste the same.
Okay.
And it's a weird, not fake raspberry, but alcohol-y raspberry that reminds me of cough syrup. Like
Wow.
NyQuil.
So you're gonna get 2 very different ratings as we go through these.
I still like it.
I like it.
You know how much I love NyQuil?
I like it. I don't know if it's gonna end up being my favorite.
It doesn't remind me of raspberry. It just reminds me of some kind of berry or fruit. If I didn't know there was raspberry in there, I couldn't tell you, oh yeah, this is raspberry. I think I give it a 4.5.
4.5? That's a lot higher than I thought you were gonna rate it.
It's good. I like it.
I really love the nose on this one. The flavor is leaving me wanting a little more. I miss the chocolate here that I'm used to getting. I'm gonna give it a 4.
I thought Jam the Radar was your favorite.
One of my favorites. But maybe 2018 will be a little better. Alright, here's 2018.
Oh, this one smells a little more leathery to me.
Really? Different in 2017?
Less raspberry-y.
Yeah, it's not as like syrupy like you said before.
Mhm.
You get a lot less syrup here. I get a little bit more, I think, of the chocolate coming through in there. I don't know about woody though.
I don't smell any raspberry in there at all.
There's like a sweetness that I do smell the raspberry, but it's not as forward as 2017.
You're wrong.
Okay, well, just drink it. Again, a rough one. Wow, you hate this beer, I think. I think you hate Jam the Radar.
I just gave that a 4.5. I don't get any raspberry in here at all. At the very beginning, maybe a little bit, but none throughout.
Wow, much different flavor. Just a hint of fruit, hint of raspberry. At the end, I get the chocolate a little bit.
It's tasting leathery to me a little bit. But a good leathery. Why? It's like a
I
good...
get it a little bit.
It's like...
Yeah.
This is... I know I always say this, and I'm always going to say this, but this is what Even More Jesus was going for. A good leathery taste. This is a good leathery taste. I don't get as much raspberry as 2017. I like it. I wouldn't... I don't know if I would buy it again, especially if it's offering raspberry or promising raspberry and it's not delivering, because I love raspberry, but it's good.
So what are you thinking on this alcohol percentage wise?
Same, 13.8.
13.7!
Go fuck you, Bottle Logic.
This one's a little more well-rounded to me. It is missing the raspberry. I wish it had a little bit more raspberry punch, and this one has a little bit more of the chocolate. I'm gonna give this a 4.25. I think for me it edges out 2017.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't like it as much. I'm gonna give it a 4.25 also.
All right.
But I gave 2017 a 4.5.
Yeah.
If there's no raspberry in there, you can't call it Jam the Radar.
But I do get a hint of raspberry.
You don't.
Okay.
You don't.
I don't.
You do not get any raspberry.
I don't get it. All right. 2 down, 4 to go. Here comes 2020. All right, here comes a very special beer for me. This is 2020. First Jam the Radar I ever had. Give me that, please.
I still get the leathery smell, but there's a little bit of sweetness in there. And I can tell it's going to be sticky.
I think you just associate sweetness with stickiness, and that's why.
Well, if it's a liquidy sweet, I'm thinking sugar and sticky and little kids with their sticky hands and they're touching you and they have dirty faces. And
now this beer, much like this channel, is now 3 years old, so this one I don't get as much sweetness from.
Do you remember where you were when you had this beer first? The very first time?
Yes, I went to a Eureka that had a preview keg, and I sat there and had 2 full pours.
This is a 14% beer. No, I don't know. What do you mean? It was 2020. The world was shut down. How did you go to a restaurant?
No, they released this on February. February 2020 wasn't shut down.
Wow, that's true.
I get more chocolate on this nose. I don't get a lot of sweetness.
Leather. You get leather, you mean?
More chocolate.
I think you mean leather.
Well, go ahead and taste it. I keep wanting to sip it, but you go ahead and taste it first.
Where's the raspberry?
All chocolate.
Yeah, it's gone. All the raspberry's gone. It is chocolatey. It's not leathery at all.
It's the most chocolatey we've had so far.
Yeah. I don't get any leathery like 2018. No raspberry like 2017.
Yeah.
A little more alcohol though.
The raspberry here, like you said, is
gone. Don't even say that you smell any of it. You taste any of it. No. No, it's gone.
I really want it to be there. But yeah, I still think as a stout this tastes phenomenal. As a raspberry stout, I think 3 years has done its damage on here. They definitely changed something. We're missing 2019, but from 2018 to 2020, they changed the recipe enough to where, I remember having it on tap and fresh out of the bottle. A lot of raspberry, a lot of chocolate. In fact, that's the video we have on the channel, is me opening a bottle of 2020. And that one was all raspberry, all chocolate. You can go check that out over here. But now, 3 years later, I'm sorry, everybody, there is just chocolate left in that bottle.
Yeah, there's no raspberry, but I do think it's a little more alcohol-y. It probably is like a
2 decimal places now.
14, like a lot more alcohol-y, like a percentage more, like 14.8. No, 2 decimal places, 14.86.
14.99.
Oh my god! I'm over it. I'm retiring. I'm out the game, guys.
So it is almost 2% jump. Where? What do you think about rating in 2020?
You know, I like the taste of it. Like you said, as a stout, I really like the taste of this stout. As a raspberry stout, there's obviously no more raspberry, so I give it a 4.
Yeah. Back in the day, spoilers for that video, I gave it a 5 because I love this stout. It's the stout that really got me into Bottle Logic. Fell in love. Love it first sip. Now though, I gotta rate it how it is now, and now I'm missing the raspberry completely. There is a lot of chocolate to try and make up for it. So it's kind of the opposite problem I had with 2017. So I'm gonna have to give it a 4 as well.
But I like it a lot. I mean, I don't think I'm gonna give one of these beers less than a 4, honestly.
True. And depending how long this takes us, that brings us to the end of the first half, ladies and gentlemen. So if I need to break this into 2 videos, you'll see a little extra screen probably now.